mind is a muscle. This is my first time being on this earth. I want to have a lot of kids. Health is such a wealth. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. It is okay to let go of friendships. Check on your parents. You are allowed to change. Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're coming across this YouTube channel for the very first time, hi, my name is Natasha. I am Zambian, but I currently live in China. To the regular degulas, the besties of this channel, hi bestie, hi Ange, hi Do, hi Kasana. I hope you're well. I did a similar video last year and I was like 23 things I've learned in my 23 years of living. This year, sadly, I don't think I have 23 things or 22 things. I just wanted to share a few life lessons I've learned in the last year because it's currently April and last month I turned a year older, so I'm like, we might as well just keep the tradition going because I always have something to say. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Number one on the list is fix your relationship with God. The older I get, the more I realize that every other relationship that I have in my life always circles back to the relationship that I have with God. So if I'm not close to God, I just feel like everything is just failing, or I'm failing as a person, I'm failing as a friend. So my biggest this one is top on the list. Fix your relationship with God. Have a good relationship with God because everything that controls your life depends on that relationship you have with your creator. If you're Islam, fix your relationship with Allah. If you are Christian, fix your relationship with God. Whoever you bow to, make sure that your relationship is good and know God for yourself. We are in a very tricky era. My biggest goal this year is to fix the relationship I have with my God, because I've realized that everything that controls my life depends on the relationship that I have with the guy upstairs. So my biggest life lesson for this year and years to come is to always be on my A game with the relationship that I have with my God, because if I don't, then who will? Moving on, mind is a muscle. You exercise it by what you feed your mind. 90% of your life is in your head. So you need to control what you put in your mind. The feelings you allow your mind to process. Are you feeding your mind doubt? Are you exercising it with doubt? Are you exercising it with insecurity? Exercising it with the right positive things? My biggest lesson is the mind is a muscle. Like, my mind is the biggest muscle I literally have to exercise every day. Another thing that I've learned in the previous year is take care of your body, because your body will take care of you. After reading the 5 a.m. Club, I realized that a lot of these things that these people say, you need to walk 10k steps every day, you need to go outside and see some sunlight, you need to eat well, you need to drink your water, these things are actually doable. They actually are attainable. You can find time to go on a 45 minutes walk, you can move your body, you can just go outside and sit to absorb some sunlight, you can eat healthy. Like, nothing is stopping you. Like, all these things that the people say, all these things are doable. It's just what you put in your mind. What have you told your mind? It's so possible to cut out sugar. It's gonna be difficult here and there, but it's doable. As I grow older, I realize that it's so important that I take care of my body, because it will take care of me. If I take care of my body, in the future I won't have to be getting sick, wasting money. If you take care of your body, it will take care of you. It's just as it is. You won't have to spend a lot of money on medication, hospital bills, and you have a lot of good health to enjoy the life that you actually like. I love life, Sana. Like, I love life so much. I want to travel. I want to have a lot of kids. I want my husband and I to travel the world. I want my friends and I to go on girls trips. I want to have multiple businesses. I want to do my career. I want to do this and that, but I won't be able to do all of those things if my body is not in the best condition. So take care of your body, because your body will take care of you. Health is such a wealth. Like if you're healthy, you are literally 90% richer than somebody else. Health is such a wealth. You are wealthy if you're healthy. I don't know how best I can explain this, but health is such a wealth. Please take care of your body. Make sure that you're taking your vitamins, your supplements, you're drinking your water, you're doing all those things that the people say that I think most of us are aware of them, that you need to drink enough water, you need to make sure you get good sleep, you like everything that the people say. All these things that we know that seem like they're not important now, in the future these things will matter. I love life so much that I want to do so much of it, so why not preserve my body? Because it's the body that carries me, it's the body that will go on business trips, it's the body that will go on girls trips, it's the body that will go on vacations with my husband or my partner, it's the body that will carry my children in the future, it's the body that will be in a medical facility working, being a doctor, and it's the body that will help me run my business. Like, take care of your body. You only have one body. Like, this is me telling this to myself also. You only have one body. At the end of the day, it's just one. There can never be like another copy of it. So if I take care of my body, it will take care of me in the future. I need to extend my years on this earth so that I can enjoy the things that I like. Moving on, you are allowed to change. You're allowed to change the career that you thought you would do. You're allowed to change as a person. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to change your friends. Change is going to happen. As you grow older, change is going to happen. You're allowed to wake up today and say, okay, I don't want to be a drunkard anymore. Or, okay, I don't want to smoke anymore. Nobody's going to hold you neck and say, so what? No. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to change your life for the better. You're allowed to change your life for the worst, but hopefully for the better. You're allowed to wake up and say, I don't want to do this career anymore. I think I should do mass comm. I think I should do this, because as you grow, change is what keeps going. Like, everything that doesn't feel right, it's okay to change. It's okay to wake up and change and say, I don't want to do this anymore. It's okay to change. Don't be too hard on yourself. Changing certain things, changing certain habits, changing friendships, changing workplaces, you're allowed to change. Like, you are allowed to change, and it's okay to allow change to occur in your life, because you can't just stay stuck. If you feel like you feel stuck, change something. If you feel like this routine is not working, change. You're allowed to change. However this translates to you, you are allowed. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Because I'm going to use myself as an example. I am the most strict person you ever come. I'm very strict with myself. Like, when things don't go the way I plan them, or when certain relationships fail, or when certain things don't go like I plan them in my head, I'm just gonna have that guilt, that, unforgiveness. Like, it's just hard for me to forgive myself. But moving on, I'm actually doing better now. Going on forward in me growing up and me being an adult, this is my first time being on this earth. I've never been here before. This is my first time being on this earth. This is my first time living this life. This is my first time doing everything that I'm doing. Okay, so I'm allowed to forgive myself, because if I don't, who will? One of the biggest things is I need to forgive myself. I need to give myself more grace. However this applies to your life, forgive yourself for the choices you made, the places you settled in, the things. Just forgive yourself. Find grace in your heart to always forgive yourself. Move with grace, because everybody is just figuring out their life. Everybody is just trying to do something. Like everyone is really trying their best, and I'm sure you are too. It is okay for friendships to end. I hold on to people. My friends are my fighters. My friends carry me. My friends are, but hear me out. It's okay for certain friendships to end, because the more you grow, the more you change, the more you realize that the people you were friends with 5 years ago are not the same people. I am not the same person I was 4 years ago. It is okay to let go of friendships. It shouldn't always end in a bad place where you're like, oh no, I hate that girl, I hate that guy. How could... Sometimes it's just your time in their life, or their time in your life just no longer align. Like you guys are not in the same place. I'm a girl's girl. I'm a friend's friend. I'm a friend. But lately I have been asking myself questions like, do these people that I say they're my friends actually think that I'm their friend? When you think about it like that, you get to realize that, oh, you're stuck in that timeline of 2020 where all of you were just, life was good, but like they have moved on. They care about their other friends more than they care about you, and that's okay. Like that is absolutely okay. That's okay, because God puts certain friends in your life for a certain season, for a certain time, for a certain situation, for certain phases. People come and go. Okay, be open to meeting new people. I'm not saying that you should be plastic or fake, or no. Keep those that are still in your life. And life has gotten so busy, guys. Like life has gotten really busy as we grow. For me, I have lab hours, I have office hours, I have class, I have business, I have, content creation. So if there's certain friendships that are really high maintenance for me, and I can't afford to strain myself from what I have already provided, like if I know that what I've already given in this friendship is everything that I have to give, I don't think there's any more that you have to offer. It's okay for certain friendships to end, because God puts certain people in your life for a certain time, for a certain season. So it's okay. It's absolutely okay for friendships to kind of, okay, I love you, but at a distance. Also, this is a very controversial part, because I'm also a firm believer that you don't encounter the same people twice. So if you're able to keep the friends that are close to your heart, make time, set alarms, add your friends in your calendar, make sure you send flowers, send notes, check on them. But if you do all those things and the friendship is too tricky, it's okay to let it go, because you're changing and they're changing, and life is about change. And check on your parents, check on your mom, check on your dad, check on your family, but especially check on your parents. As we grow older, you realize that my mom always complains about how all of us have left. I am studying abroad, my brother is doing other things, my sister is married, and she's like, oh, this mansion that I built, I'm just always here with daddy. And because my brother is the only one home, like in Zambia, he visits when he gets the time, and at the end of the day he has his own life. He's fighting for his own things and fighting for his own life. But every time I speak to my mom, she's like, I miss you, mommy, I hope you can visit Zambia soon. So every time I speak to my mom, I realize that she's missing us, she's missing her kids. Me and my mom very close, like literally my real life best friend. My sister, my mom and I were like literally best friends. But I haven't been home in like a while. I haven't been home in like 5 years, and every time I speak to her, she's like, I miss you, mommy. When do you guys have a break so you can come and visit us? Because during COVID I didn't travel home, because living abroad, you couldn't when you leave the country, it's difficult for you to come back, so I decided to stay. But the older I get to realize that, oh, I've actually missed out on a lot, and every time we speak, it's a good time. Like, check on your parents, check on your dad, guardians, like everyone that is close to your heart. Check on them. Why am I getting emotional? I really miss my family, but like this season of my life requires me to be here, and these days I literally schedule in my reminders, call mom, call dad, send mom a picture, send mom your pictures. Like, it's so important. Check on your parents, because the older you get, the more you realize that they're getting older and they're getting more in their feelings and a lot of things. So check on your parents. Find time to check on your mom, your guardians, your sisters, your siblings. Like, I know life can be very busy. Like, no matter how much you say that you make time, sometimes life can just be, when you talk to your parents, like, hi mommy, I'm fine, I'm okay, but at the time, like, are you like actually checking up on them and catching up? And it's so important that you check on your parents, because those are your people. Those are the only people that want the best for you as much as you want them. So make sure you have a great relationship with your mom, your dad, your siblings, your guardians, whoever matters to you like that. It's so important that you have a great relationship with them. Check on them. Like, check on your mom, check on your dad, check on your brother, check on your sister, check on your sibling, check on your family. This is very controversial, but I need you to hear me out. If you look at, I don't know how to best explain this, but love you at home. Like, your brother loves you, your sister, your mom, your dad, they love you at home. Okay. Okay? If you're crying, at least you're crying in 10 billion. If you're crying, at least you're crying on the Gucci. If you're crying, I'm joking. What I'm trying to say is, make sure that the people you date, the people you invest your life, your time, everything, also have their own things going on, because love alone is not enough, if we're being honest. Like, love alone, I want it, I love you, like I love you won't take me. Like, make sure that you yourself, you're working on your career, you're working on your business, you're working on your content creation, whatever it is that you want to do. Make sure that you go ham on it. Make sure that you're doing your best before you can want to date somebody that's doing well. But yeah, anywho, that's all I had to say. I hope you did enjoy this video. Really short and quick. If you did, don't forget to give this video a fat thumbs up by liking, subscribing if you haven't already, and sharing it with somebody that might like it, or just randomly sharing it. Thank you so much for your consistent support. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bestie.